Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you for watching. Give me a second as I try to go through this situation, man. All right. Oh, sorry about that noise. That. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? We're gonna go to stuff before we get to the main topic, which is the beef between Donald Trump and Elon Musk. We're gonna get into that real quick, but before we get into that, man, how you guys doing? How your day doing? Mine is okay, guys. Man, I got a terrible finger that got infected. Check this out, guys. Um, it got one of those things in the corner of your finger when you cut the nail, you put it and I work in a restaurant and I got water in it. It got so infected and I got that dirty water. When I pop it, man, it's almost started since early this week, guys. And I've been dealing with that little pain after I just finished dealing with another one. I'm just been getting, I've been going through a lot of medical situation, man. But with God, everything will be good. I know for sure with God, everything will be fine. God got me, man. God got me. Um, I'll be fine. How about you guys? How you guys doing? Shout out to all my immigrants, man. That's in the chat, man. Shout out all my Haitians. Shout out all my shout out all my Haitians, all my Africans, all my Middle Eastern brothers, man. I know Trump is making our life a living hell, but you know what I mean? There's a God, man. There's a God. Just pray, stay pray up. Be more careful. All my Latino brothers and stuff like that, brother and sister, man. Stay pray up, you know what I mean? Cause and God got us, man. Stay pray up. If you come in here, before you come in, please give me a like, a subscribe, man. Share the video if you can share it with other people, man. We try to grow this channel. As you can see, man, we're almost heading to we're gonna talk about what's going on with the Diddy stuff and everything like that. And also we're gonna tap into the DDG stuff and Diddy stuff, so DDG, Diddy, all those D's, man. Put them D's in the bit. Put them D's in there. So that's what I've been doing, man. So it's all started, guys, early last night, man. It all started early last night when DDG filed emergency motion try to get DDG Harley Bailey from flying out of the country with their son because she about to shoot a movie in Italy for 2 months, and because Diddy, they're no longer together. He wanted to be able to like see his son, so he tried to keep the son with him and also bring out the her mental illness showing text message. This, that, and the third. Well, DDG and Holly living in California, and California is the one of the bluest state ever, and is like fuck f you n words is all whatever. When women say believe all women, this, that, and the third. Forget about a son or a kid growing up without a father. You guys don't matter. We are your daddy. The government is your daddy, and we're gonna take everything the women say and face value, and yeah. So they did not, after filed the motion, Halle Bailey filed her own motion, added more into the one that already they did. And after by the end of the day, man, they denied DDG restraining order, and um allowed Haley Bailey to go to Italy for 2 months. So this guy is not is already having seen his months almost in 2 months now. Plus the 2 months he's gonna go to Italy. I think the only time he probably can see his son is through probably like social media and stuff like I mean not social media to a video call. So that's why the man gotta go to even a rich one. Um but I digress, guys. Remember this lady, guys? Remember this lady? This lady is Little Yachty ex-artist who was try to tell him he allegedly assaulted her, took a lot of XYZ. Well, she's been getting herself into a lot of trouble. Matter of fact, she's kind of like a slash influencer because she's not doing that much music. Like I said, she's no longer with Diddy, with Little Yachty. The only thing I see her is like she's a streamer. She does only where she's making money now. And good luck to her. And you F around, you find out, and then you're gonna go struggling, bro. You're gonna be struggling. Um, so this is a lady, one of the lady that they accused of Diddy cheating with Halle Bailey. She came back and put her own message. Let's hear what she said.
And these accusations in general is stemming from a group trip that our whole friend group went on, right? Our whole friend group went on this trip, and everyone on this trip can confirm there was nothing weird going on. I wasn't even staying near them. It was for someone's birthday. Let's start there. There was never anything sneaky going on. Like, me and Daryl's relationship has always been strictly started off as business. Obviously,
so she did not ever have a sexual relationship with Diddy, even though Bailey think when they went. And matter of fact, she's an actress. She was okay when she's doing sex scene, being in a relationship with other opposite sex. But if Diddy with another woman, she assuming he's cheating on her. But you know that double standard, man. The double standard is real. But I digress. She come back. I'm innocent. Okay, okay. Today, what's his name? Luciana back in court today. What happened? Luciana manifesto reveal reason for his targeting United Health CEO Brian Thompson felt like was a mass casualty event court document. I guess it was supposed to be a mass casualty. Oh wow! So it wasn't supposed to be just one person. It's supposed to be multiple people. Oh wow! So, and today TD kids, bro, there was a lot of people. Bro, bruh. Diddy lawyer Rip. There was a woman that was testified yesterday. She's another so-called victim. Yesterday she came in back with the prosecutor coming, bro. She met with the prosecutor almost 7 to 11 times, just like Mia. It's almost like all those people, man. The prosecutor was so-called, what's the word I'm looking for? Prepping them. So they wasn't coming to see the prosecutor telling their side of the story. It's almost like all those people is prepping them to tell the same story so they can have a story to tell for the RICO case, because it's almost like, why do you see so many times? You tell them one or twice, you're done. But a lot of people, like for example, the Mia chick see prosecutor 27 times. This chick see the prosecutor almost up to like to the day before of the case. And not only she was saying before, but she also was talking to with Cassie, even though she just had a baby, to collaborate their stories. So doing the reference cross from Diddy team, bro, they are ripped that Boligiano chicks. Then there's another chick which is to come up today, another chick that's trying to sue Diddy. And that other chick is so-called Jane Doe, was actually 50 Cent's baby mama, but she made that shit look so like a prostitute arrangement instead of did they force her to a sex, because she was making love, they were dating, and also, bro, she was dating with 50 Cent, with 50 Cent, right? and they were in the middle of getting back together for their son. And remember when the story where 50 Cent said they were about to get back together, but out of nowhere, she stopped talking to him, and all of when he saw her stop dating Diddy, and he was a little bit mad about that, right? But he was okay. That's when he moved on to that new Spanish chick. But I guess that's why you see like 50 Cent been single, because every chick he got, man, cheating on him. Like for example, his baby mama, the black chick, like even though he was doing his thing, but like she cheated on him, and that's why he broke up with her. Then he got with her. She was cheating on him. Then he did it with the Spanish chick. Well, the time they've been together for a long time, but I guess did he 50 Cent guy cheated so long, but she didn't like, you know what I mean? He doesn't want to show it, but did he had an arrangement paying her $10,000 for 15 days? It's almost like 750 for somebody who's a billionaire, bro. That's all the kind of money he got. And Diddy was giving her $10,000 a month, and she put all that money in her apartment. Instead of put $5,000 because it's a LA, she want to live luxurious life. And bro, they were having, bro, the way things she explained things is totally different from what the way Cassie explained things, bro. Shit is weird, bro. Shit is weird. Um, she was getting child support from, I don't know what kind of money she was getting. I'm sure like once you move to LA, there's another third. Besides that little child support money, I'm sure 50 Cent wasn't taking care of her like that because she wasn't working. So she was getting money from 50, moving from 50 to Diddy, getting 10K, and eventually she tried to find a way to get an exit out by start doing OnlyFans. But oh man, in the middle of the kiss, man, in the middle of the kiss, out of nowhere, bro, we know like Elon Musk got kicked out, bro. We got Elon Musk got kicked out of the White House the other day, bro. We all know about that. And out of nowhere, Elon Musk started texting some crazy shit between what's going on between him and Trump, and talking about how the reason Trump, the Epstein files and reveal is because um, is because Donald Trump is in the files. Everybody was going, what the fuck going on? That's like a bazooka. And also talking about you think, bro, thing was getting crazy. Um Let me show you a video. Let's get more information on the whole Trump and Diddy, I mean Elon Musk stuff.
Look at you. You're doing everything you can to get your blood pressure in check. And now you have Super Beats Heart Chews by...
Good evening from New York. I'm Chris Hayes. Well, what a day. Today we witnessed perhaps the messiest public breakup personally I've ever seen. Certainly the messiest public breakup I've ever covered. Now, we all knew this was coming. I'm not sure we knew it would be quite so Real Housewives of Mar-a-Lago, but everyone knew it was only a matter of time before Donald Trump and Elon Musk broke up. How many Scaramucci's do we think that Donald will let pass before his ego can no longer tolerate the adoration and authority of his co-president?
There's only room for one narcissistic billionaire.
This is not exactly the most stable bromance.
Ego the size of President Trump and Elon Musk, and how that can that last?
I keep wondering when this bromance between Trump and Elon Musk is going to blow up like a SpaceX rocket.
Well, the 327-day whirlwind political romance between Elon Musk and Donald Trump, which started with Musk's full endorsement the day Trump was almost assassinated in Butler, Pennsylvania, and went through nearly $290 million of spending to get Trump back in the White House. Through weird rally appearances, his controversial, say the least, inauguration salute. He did that twice, remember. His chainsaw days leading Doge, the embarrassing state election loss in Wisconsin, and just so much more. Now, to be clear here, all of it has resulted in untold damage to the functioning of our federal government, to the lives of millions of people, both in our country and around the world, some of the poorest people in the world. Not to mention the trashing of Musk's own brand and the real devastation to his signature business. But now, well, things have gotten really messy. See, it started last Friday when his time in government had expired. With a literal black eye, Musk was given a fond Oval Office farewell as news reports about his drug use and quotes like, "Nobody liked the guy," were showing up in the papers. A few days later, Elon Musk began attacking, criticizing Trump and his signature big, beautiful bill as a, quote, pork-filled, disgusting abomination that Republicans should be ashamed of voting for and who should be replaced and kill the bill. Sounds of kill the bill. Now, through it all, Trump stayed somewhat uncharacteristically quiet, although we all knew that wasn't going to last. This is not the most emotionally regulated individual we've ever encountered. So it came up today in the Oval Office, and, well, here's what happened.
I can understand why he's upset. Remember, he was here for a long time. You saw a man who was very happy when he stood behind the Oval desk. And even with the black eye, I said, "Do you want a little makeup? We'll get you a little makeup." But he said, "No, I don't think so," which is interesting and very nice. He wants to be who he is. So you could make that statement too, I guess. Look, Elon and I had a great relationship. I'm very disappointed because Elon knew the inner workings of this bill better than almost anybody sitting here, better than you people. He knew everything about it. He had no problem with it. All of a sudden he had a problem. And he only developed the problem when he found out that we're going to have to cut the EV mandate, because that's billions and billions of dollars. And it really is unfair. I'm very disappointed in Elon. I've helped Elon a lot. People leave my administration and they love us. And then at some point they miss it so badly. And some of them embrace it and some of them actually become hostile. I don't know what it is. It's sort of Trump derangement syndrome, I guess they call it.
Now, after Trump unloaded his feelings about Musk in the Oval, the whole thing was honestly just getting started and spilled out into the public arena of the, this is just perfect, dueling social media platforms owned by these squabbling rich guys. And it got so messy. I don't know if you were following this during the day. I suspect some of you are, but I can't possibly describe you all by myself. So I brought in my good friend, Alex Wagner, who's going to help me to go through a blow by blow of what happened next. Alex, how are you?
I'm good. It's the role of a lifetime, Chris.
Were you as rapt watching this unfold? All right. I want you to do, so we've now let it, Trump fires off his shot in the Oval Office. We get the next salvo. This comes from Musk.
Elon Musk on X at 12:19 p.m. Whatever. Keep the EV solar incentive cuts in the bill, even though no oil and gas subsidies are touched. Very unfair. But ditch the mountain of disgusting pork in the bill. In the entire history of civilization, there has never been legislation that is both big and beautiful. Everyone knows this.
Now, one of the things I have to say about this, and this will be a theme in this exchange all day, is there's a lot of they're both right.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the things that it's like all of a sudden Trump has discovered that Elon Musk has some conflicts.
that maybe he wasn't just there because he thought Trump was an American hero.
Right, exactly.
Maybe it had something to do with business interests.
Billions and billions of dollars
Government
exposed
contracts.
to government regulation, government investigation. Like, it's so wild for those of us who've been sitting on this side of the camera being like,
it hasn't been a secret to anybody but maybe Donald Trump.
yes, it's totally corrupt to let this guy out. All right, so Musk then responds to the clip that we just played with Trump saying he's seen the bill.
Yes, and that Trump is disappointed in Elon. And Musk says at 12:25 p.m., false. This bill was never shown to me, even once, and was passed in the dead of night so fast that almost no one in Congress could even read it. Again, he does have a point there. 8 hours between when the bill was released and when it was voted on. A self-imposed deadline by the House Republican Conference, an own goal of their own spectacular fabrication.
Again, a theme that will emerge here in this exchange.
12:44 p.m. Elon Musk retweeting a tweet about Donald Trump's earlier statements railing against deficits and pushing for balanced budgets. Elon Musk writes, "Where is this guy today?"
By the way,
not a bad point.
100% clean hit. 100% clean hit. It is tweet after tweet about how insane it is to blow up the deficits. We need a balanced budget. What about deficits? What about the debt? What about the debt ceiling? Like, tweet after tweet after tweet.
And let me just say the weirdness of this, that Donald Trump
point.
is now the person on the inside defending a bloated federal government,
Yes,
or whatever
right.
it's being called, and Elon Musk is the rabble-rouser on the outside. 1:38 p.m. Elon Musk wistfully retweeting a picture of Trump outside the White House looking at a Tesla and says, "Remember this at real Donald Trump." Anybody who's ever broken up with anybody knows that feeling where you're so angry, and then you remember for a minute why you love that person. Anyway.
This was, by the way, this was the famous Tesla
Yes.
Showcase on the day that the stock went down.
Yes.
But yeah, this is a very emo tweet here.
Remember how we used to love each other.
All right, and then Trump says, so Trump responds, Elon was wearing thin in classic Trump quotation marks. I asked him to leave. I took away his EV mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars that nobody else wanted, that he knew for months I was going to do, and he just went crazy.
Battery's dead.
At 2:48 p.m., Elon retweets a tweet about, again, wearing thin and the fact that Trump asked Elon to leave the White House. Elon writes, "Such an obvious lie. So sad."
All right, now here comes another one where Donald Trump has a point here. Trump says the easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. I was always surprised that Biden didn't do it. Again, we have been saying this. We've been screaming this.
And
he has billions of dollars of government contracts, billions and billions of dollars of government contracts.
And ultimately, this is the biggest hammer, I think, that Trump has to throw with Elon in the course of all of this. What strikes me as odd is that Elon ever took the position that getting rid of the EV mandates would be okay for his company, given the analysis that says he may lose as much as $1.2 billion in profit at Tesla. Things take a turn for the deeply emotional and highly controversial shortly after this, Chris.
Yes. Well, we should keep in mind that what has just happened is he's saying, I'm going to come after your company.
Yes. Which is
a
red line.
An escalation.
And Elon volleys back at 3:20 p.m., retweeting a post a tweet he had sent just a few moments earlier. "Time to drop the really big bomb. At real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files," as in Jeffrey Epstein. "That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT." Elon retweets that and says, "Mark this post for the future. The truth will come out."
By the way, again, this is one of these things where everyone's looking worse and worse, as is often the case with this. Oh, he's in the Epstein, so that's why you're bringing your kid around the Oval Office all the time, right. Or you knew this and didn't say anything. And Trump turning around saying, "Oh, the way to cut the budget is Elon's contract." It's well, that was true before he had a falling out with him.
Right. And were you thinking that all along? Were you thinking that the person that you were bringing your child around to was a sexual predator, allegedly, and the person that you were hanging out with was actually the architect of fiscal despair for the United States of America? I don't know.
Yeah. And it's again, no one, what's so striking here, aside from the sort of delightful messiness, no one's even pretending anymore to have the public in mind. There's no
Do they know
pretense. There's no one is pretending that anyone cares about the American people.
Right. We can hear you guys.
So then Trump says, I don't mind Elon turning against me, but he should have done so months ago. This is one of the greatest bills ever presented to Congress, blah, blah, blah. I didn't create this mess. I'm just here to fix it. This puts our country in a path of greatness. All caps, make America great again.
To which, at 4:09 p.m., Elon responds, in light of the president's statement about the cancellation of my government contracts, SpaceX will begin decommissioning its Dragon spacecraft immediately, which, if I'm correct, Chris, would strand the 4 astronauts who were on the International Space Station.
Yes,
right?
to be clear. And also, and this is something that people raised alarms about with Elon Musk during the Biden years, the U.S. space program has become insanely dependent on this one guy.
Yes.
Which, again, as these guys are going back and forth in this juvenile performance of extremely cringe-inducing versions of masculinity, put it that way, that this is one of the cards that Elon has.
Yes, this is why this matters. This is why this is more than just like an unfortunate series of text exchanges. This is why this has not.
By the way, we're not done. We're only at 4 p.m.
4:11 p.m. Elon retweets a tweet that says, President versus Elon, who wins? My money's on Elon. Trump should be impeached and J.D. Vance should replace him. Elon tweets, yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
impeach
theory.
Trump.
An interesting theory.
I do like for the sheer messiness of it, I do like dragging J.D. Vance into it.
Of course.
Against his will.
Who now has to have a position on
Good.
this.
Well, we would love to hear what he has to say.
15 minutes later, Elon tweets, the Trump tariffs will cause a recession in the second half of this year. Nostradamus,
Which again,
predicting probably something that is
but also,
quite likely.
again, why didn't you say, like,
where were you?
Now you're telling
Where
us?
were you last week? 4:43 p.m., Elon Musk tweeting what I'll call the eyebrow raise emoji. In 1992, Trump partied with Jeffrey Epstein. Just going to leave this here. It's a retweet of a video from MSNBC with Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump.
Could I just say, I love the fact that they're just playing right there. The MSNBC video bug is burned in there. Like, yeah, no kidding. We have been covering this.
Mm-hmm.
I did a whole bit during the campaign about if you were a single issue Jeffrey Epstein voter, that you had one candidate, which was Biden and then Kamala Harris, who were the only ones who had nothing. RFK was like, yeah, I was on the Epstein plane a few times. Donald Trump's like, oh, here's the video of us partying together. And my quote to New York Magazine about like, he likes them young.
This is not a drink, it's a drug. Here's how it became the most widely used drug on earth and why we made something different. Meet Caveman Jim. He didn't need 3 espresso shots to get out of bed. He woke up with the sun and he cold plunged before it was cool. His diet, whatever didn't eat him first. Jim's biology didn't fight Mother Nature. It was shaped by her. And humans got along just fine until some leaves changed everything. Story has it, Emperor Shennong was boiling water and some leaves blew into the pot. Voila, tea. The Chinese revered tea as a tonic for body and mind. Coffee was later discovered in Ethiopia by a goat herder named Kaldi. He tried some berries and became the first documented human to pull an all-nighter. When caffeine made its way to Europe, cafes became gathering places for people to debate.
But again, it's nice to see our content, America, MSNBC bug burned in there, getting out there.
The things we've been talking about turns out true. And finally, is it time to create Musk tweets? Is it time to create a new political party in America that actually represents the 80% in the middle? Yes or no?
So here, there's a lot to say about this. First of all, let's just, we all have to live in this world.
Unfortunately, we where you're seeing the most powerful man, the leader in many ways of the free world, Donald Trump, go head to head with the richest man in the world. Yeah. Two people absent any empathy or humility, one of whom may or may not be addicted to ketamine. And the public has a
So as you can see, I share a lot of videos. Sorry, I didn't post for my head. Things got crazy between Elon Musk and Trump, man. They were fighting left and right, saying all kind of sense to each other. But yeah. Oh, okay, for copyright purposes. DDG extra post. Now DDG compare himself to Michael Jackson as he going through the stuff with Halle Bailey. Well, you're gonna spend the rest of your life in jail, lady. That's crazy. DDG attorney released a statement about the whole situation, explaining why she was able to leave the country for 4 months on this, that, and a third. Man, we'll keep you posted as this the start development about the whole movie, bro. But it just came to show, man. Shit is crazy. But let's see about this lawyer speak about um Travis divorce. I mean, Anthony the divorce lawyers talk about now between Travis Hunter and his girlfriend. He offered free help. The guy the suspect who attempted to kill a baby was surrounded today in Detroit. It was cop car everywhere, bro, everywhere. You know shit crazy when you got Ye is the one who's saying the right thing, bro. Please, nobody will love you both. When the peacemaker between Elon Musk is and Trump is shit is shit out of control. All right, guys, that's all the news I have for you for today. I'll come back about the game. I'll make a video tomorrow about the first game. It looked like OKC win. The first game. I'll come back tomorrow. Wait, what? How the hell they come back? They were leading all the way. How the hell the Pacers managed to come back one? Wow. Until next time, guys. Deuces.